I wanted to talk to you about the national anthem. Um, the national anthem has been going on ever since I was born. These football players were born. Ever since uh, Truman was born. And the flag has been around longer than the left's ideology. The flag was made by Betsy Ross. She sewed it, worked very hard on it. It originated that the reason why there was a circle before, because it was only 13 colonies, but now we have states. So, 50 states. Some of them don't even believe in our country anymore and are stubborn as hell. Our flag and our national anthem have been around longer than than protesting, than the ideology of what's going on. And let me tell you what's going on. So if you watched Bill O'Reilly on Sean Hannity, you would have heard him say that all this is really about, it's about destroying the Constitution. And let me just give you one thing. So Colin Kapernick is being used by his Muslim girlfriend and her friends, who are probably extremists and do not like this country. So they go to Colin and say, "Hey, Colin, you're half black. Have you been seeing what's been going on around? Black people have been killed by cops, and they tell him all this garbage. That's one thing. That's the Trojan horse. They used him as the horse to get in to the NFL. Now let me just say, even before Colin Kaepernick, the PC, the starting to interject politics into the NFL, it started after 9/11 shortly, when football resumed, and we couldn't say Hail Mary, and we couldn't say bomb, because when quarterbacks would throw the football, the commentators would say, "Now that's a bomb. He threw a bomb." So it got everybody on edge who was so scared. And that's how it started, to where you can't do this, you can't do that. And have you noticed now you can't dance in the end zone? You can't, be happy that you scored a touchdown. But see, that the thing is it's not only you can't do this, you can't do that, but it's now you have to do this and you have to do that. So liberals are infringing on our freedoms, and our Constitution, the way of life. And let me tell you also, the national anthem has been playing at sports stadiums for decades, even before I was born. So it's so this whole thing about the military, um, in contract with the NFL, is just now. But the national anthem has been here longer than, I don't know, it's been longer here than Donald Trump. It's been longer here than Barack Obama. It's been longer here than Hillary Clinton. It's been longer here than anything else I can figure. So, and the other thing too is we get so obsessed with celebrities and athletes. Um, and it blows my mind. First of all, the reason why these kids don't know what that flag represents is because first the education they received. Second is when they get to the NFL, of course, some money, but that's probably a little. But when they do get, what do they do all day when they're not playing football or when the season's over? What do? They go home, play Xbox, and it's all football again. So, and not only that, but then when they have their girlfriends and their girlfriends and their wives are demanding them, and when I mean demanding them, I mean taking away their manhood by watching all these female obsessed stupid reality shows like the Kardashians, like the housewives. So these guys are probably not watching World War I, World War II movies in order to understand. And tonight Colonel West was right. We need to send some of these guys to Afghanistan and stand and talk to the men and women who serve our country and what the flag represents to them. My suggestion is to take some of those football players, especially, and I know I'm going to be, targeted for this, but especially African American ones, because to take them and get them basic training, get them to feel what it's like to shoot a gun, but not at another African American. So to what it's like instead of to defend or and not destroy for money. So I guess is what I'm saying. But I mean, I need, I hope this kind of, opens everyone's eyes to why these guys don't get the flag, because our education system, and I think it's also the athletic system too as well. They're so focused on being the number one player, being that sometimes in some places they want to override education, and not only that, but you know what? Athletics get more money than educators do. Coaches, I mean, think about it. Coaches get more money than teachers. So I think that there's a lot that can be done to get these players to understand what we've fought and died for, and what those men and women did. World War I, World War II, and also African American fought in World War II. So, and in the Civil War, and in the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary War, we fought so you could, be free to play football, be free to have all this money, and you're peeing it all away, African American athletes. It's disgusting and it's sick, and it doesn't just go for the athletes and the actors as well. It also goes for the African American. Shoot, I'm not even gonna say African American anymore. Black. I'm gonna say black entrepreneur rappers. Like Spike Lee, and all those and those guys. So it's and Snoop Dogg. So I just think that we don't really, we already know what the issue, how it started, but that's not really the issue. He, Colin Kapernick is definitely not a hero. He's a definite zero. Um, and not only that, but what really bugs me is that people were using his past winning streak as as he can play. No, you have to look at last year. He stunk. He was so bad. So he can't play, and he doesn't know how to articulate. So what is he got left? Nothing. So why and what do you need in the NFL? You need talent and you need to articulate. Well, by bending a knee, you're not articulating anything. All you're doing is bending your knee. It's like the hippies when they put up the two fingers for peace. That's not peace. It's just two fingers. That's all it is. So I hope you kind of understand this video, and have a good football weekend. Oh, by the way, so everybody's taking this banning thing. By you doing that, that's also another way that the liberals are winning. So why don't you fans go to the game, but walk out, walk out if you see them kneeling, or just walk out of the or hang on a sec, just don't even go. That's fine. Don't even go, but don't burn all your stuff. And okay, and here's the other thing with your gear, your fan wear. Don't buy all of it. You don't need to. There's no law that says you need to. They just want your money. The NFL just just buy one or two things, and that's it. That's all you need. You need a hat or a shirt or a sweatshirt or three things. So don't buy a ton of stuff. Oh, and the other thing is too, I remember when I was a kid, you could bring in your food you could bring in your own food from home. But now you can't do it because one of the things is because the concession stands were losing money and they were getting mad. Well, you know what? Those concession stands are raising the prices on everything. $5 for beer, like $6 for peanuts, and $10 for a hot dog or something. Plus your ticket, plus your gas, plus, yada, yada, yada. So the thing is that just eat before you go to the game. Eat after you go to the game. And I know it's hard because you're smelling all that food, the popcorn, those nachos, that are so great, and all the new stuff that comes in, all the fried stuff, the chicken and the fingers and or if you're in San Francisco, the sushi, whatever. I hope you take my advice to heart, but by us banning and taking, just not keeping our subscriptions, not keeping the subscription to the NFL, that's what they want. They're winning. Don't let them win. Don't let them win. Don't let them show your anger. I'm with you. I was with, I rooted for the Raiders in 2003. Oh, I was so mad. I had bought tons of their stuff, and they lost the Super Bowl. So, and I was like, that's it. I'm not going to root for Raiders. But now the Raiders are looking good. They're entertaining. It's brought me and my father back together. And we have a good time, and we go over to our neighborhood bar and we watch the game, and we have a good time. We find what, just the simple thing, but I still root for the flag. I still do that. So, and don't forget the Olympics are coming up, and keep your fingers crossed. These kids don't pull any stunts, you know. Oh, the last thing about what I was gonna say, I know. Say one more thing. Let's see here. I guess forget. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, I might remember it after I finish. So, all right, take care, everyone, and have a great Sunday. So just okay, here we go. So just hold on to what is left of football. Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so this weekend is the President's Cup, and the person who is head of the President's Cup said we are not kneeling, we are standing with our heads held high and our hats over our hearts. We're all going to be looking at the flag, and not only did our team do it, but excuse me, but the international team did too. So that's respect. Now that is respect. Not only that, but we should watch more of the golf and watch the Invictus games too. I don't know. I don't think it's on television, but I'm sure you can find it on the website. Whatever. Ugh. Okay, well I gotta go. I'm tired, as you can tell. So many yawns, so little time. Gotta go. Okay, have a good football weekend, as I was trying to say before. All right, take care. Bye.